Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot C. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing a tarot reading, finding out what are the messages that come through with the cards that come out in this reading for you today. So let's begin, let's find out what comes through. Thank you so much for joining and for being in this reading. So let's start. So we have the Four of Swords. You could be dealing with an air sign, so a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Ten of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. So this Nine of Cups, this is very exciting energy. This does show wish fulfillment. I do also feel like with this Nine of Cups that this is an energy of experiencing a connection that feels like it's in alignment with you emotionally, and I do feel like it's quite satisfying on a deepest level. But with the Four of Swords showing up in the reverse, I do feel like this is being able to have contact. I do feel like there is a opportunity to be able to hear from this person, and I do feel like there's a desire to be able to reach out to you. I also feel like this person is coming at you with a new energy to them and the way that they are really presenting themselves towards you, and it seems like they have a lot to be able to convey to you, and I do feel like they're in a space where they are better able to be able to get a message across to you, or be able to really just interact with you in a way that is going to be in alignment with your connection with this person. And do you feel like this is being able to actually hear from this person perhaps after some time of not being in contact? We have the Nine of Swords showing up in the reverse, and this is a relief. I do feel like there is an opportunity to be able to experience a relief, especially when it comes to being in a space where the situation was kind of stressing you out. It could have been actually contributing to a lot of worry and even a lot of fears. But I do feel like with that Nine of Swords, that this is either accepting the situation for what it is, and I also feel like there is also some comfort that's being brought into the situation. I feel like it's taking the form of communication from someone, but I do feel like this is about being able to experience a lighter energy, following having had experienced a lot of worry. So we had the Ten of Wands showing up over here, and this Ten of Wands does feel like being in a space of a connection feeling a little bit one-sided. But with this Ten of Wands, I do feel like this is about being able to get to the end of feeling like things are one-sided. And I do feel like there is also an energy of this connection kind of being a little bit draining, or having had been a bit draining and been a bit taxing on you, especially when it comes to the emotional side of things, but it could have also been physically. But with this Ten of Wands showing up over here, I do feel like this is being able to actually reach the end of that. I do feel like there is a feeling of being a bit fed up with that energy, and something is going to be done about it. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Wheel card. We have the Three of Swords, and it's showing up in the reverse. And we have the King of Cups. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Emperor. So with the Emperor, we do have Aries energy. You could be dealing with an Aries. So with this Emperor card, I do feel like this is about taking control in a situation. And I do feel like there's also a sense of dealing with somebody who is who has a hard shell. I do feel like this person is someone who presents themselves one way in the world and is another way in their relationships and in their connections. But I do feel like with the Emperor card showing up over here, that this is a desire to be able to take back the control in a situation and being able to get things back on track in a situation. And I do feel like with that, it generates a lot of positive emotions and also being able to actually experience the sense that a person is in it and they are giving to your connection. I do feel like they're quite proactive. But we have the Wheel card showing up. And with this Wheel card showing up under this Four of Swords, I do feel like this is divine timing as far as being able to hear from this person. They're in a better space. I also feel like they are in a space and position to be able to show up in a way that is going to be conducive to your connection with them. With the Wheel card showing up, I do feel like there's a lot of changes that come up in this connection. It could be one that goes through a lot of highs and lows, but I do feel like this is a connection that this person feels and deems to be very meaningful. They are quite emotionally, they're involved, they're giving to it. I do feel like there is also this feeling of being very lucky to have you, and there is something special here as far as the way that you make this person feels. But the Three of Swords showing up in the reverse, I do feel like this is about being able to experience a relief in this connection. I also feel like it's also a very healing energy being brought into this connection. I also feel like you could be going through an experience that is very healing on a personal level. And I feel like it's also really allowing for being able to show up as a better version of yourself in this connection. With the Three of Swords showing up in the reverse, I do feel like this is an energy of being able to experience not letting any kind of hurt get you down and being able to experience keeping things pushing and moving forward. So we do have the King of Cups under this 10 of Wands. This King of Cups, this is actually pretty loving energy, but I also feel like it's quite controlled, especially when it comes to the emotions. But when it comes to this connection, I do feel like a lot of things that this person does is out of love for you. I do feel like there is a desire to be able to be there for you and be able to really show just how they feel about you. But they could be someone who has a hard time really expressing their emotions and the emotional side of things. I do feel like there is a hard shell that this person could be put up, but this person has very deep feelings with this King of Cups showing up over here. But I do feel like this person is also someone who is very much in control of that and very much in control of who sees that. And with this King of Cups showing up over here, I do feel like when it comes to the emotions, it's very they're concerned about how it comes across, and I do feel like they do try their best to be able to ensure that they're in a position to not look like they're giving away their power. With this 10 of Wands showing up over here and this feeling of connection feeling one-sided, I do feel like this is something that is going to be coming to an end. It could be something that you are fed up with, but I do feel like with these cards showing up in the reverse that there is something more, there's something deeper here. I do feel like there is also something that is worth holding on to in this connection for the both of you. So I do feel like working through those challenges is also possible with this 10 of Wands showing up in this position. So I do feel like there is actually an experience of being able to experience more fulfillment in your connection, where perhaps previously there wasn't any. So I'm going to clarify these cards. So we have trust, we have worth waiting for, and we have chemistry. At the bottom of the deck, we have let your friends help you. So I do get that this person really wants to work on the trust in your connection. I do feel like there is also a need to be able to really work on that side of your connection, especially because of the fluctuating energies with the wheel card. There could be a lot of changes that occur that this connection goes through, a lot of ups and downs, and I do feel like that could be something that also kind of destabilizes the feeling of being able to rely on this person, and this connection's trust is also kind of affected because of that. But I do feel like this is something that this person has a desire to be able to work on with you in this connection. And I also feel like when it comes to being able to depend on this person, with that 10 of wands at the bottom, the 10 of wands showing up over here, and this feeling of being in a connection where it's like one-sided, there is a desire to be able to prove to you or to show you that you can trust them and rely on them. We have worth waiting for, and with this worth waiting for card showing up over here, and this is divine timing. I do feel like there is a lot more momentum in your connection, even with that Four of Swords, and being able to experience something that is like a turning of the corner in your connection when it comes to being able to experience a more fulfilling and a connection that is in alignment with what you want and what is in alignment with your greater good. So do get chemistry. There's a strong connection over here. I do feel like there's a lot of attraction as well, and that's a motivating factor to keep things going in your connection with this person. They are very attracted. I also feel like you could be very attracted to them on various levels in this connection. That could be emotionally, could be spiritually, and I do feel like there is a strong bond over here that is deemed as being worth fighting for. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.